Alright, this is a quick review of the Solar D770 servo. Now this is a standard size low profile servo, which means it's the standard width and height, but it's a little bit shorter than a full-size servo. The full-size version of this is the Solar D771. They are both available on hobbyparts.com. The 771 actually has an aluminum case. The side part here between the top and the end cap is aluminum. This is not. It looks to be all plastic. However, like the 771, all the gears in here are metal. I took it apart and it is all metal. There's not a single plastic gear, so there's no weak link there. It comes with a good variety of servo horns and mounting screws and accessories. The cord is about 8 inches long, including the connector. So not a problem in a car, but if you're using this in a helicopter or an airplane, you might have to use a wire extender. Now the really amazing bit of this servo are the claims. It claims at 7.4 volts to take just 0.06 seconds to move 60 degrees, and at that same voltage it claims to have a torque of 152.9 ounce-inches, and that's pretty amazing in a servo that you can buy for $17.95 on hobbyparts.com. I'll post a link in the comments. It's a little bit extra for the full-size servo, but if you want a low-profile servo, this is a little bit lighter than the full-size servo. This is probably your best bet. The only downside I've found so far is it is a little bit noisy, especially when you put a little bit of load on the tires. But for such a cheap servo, I'd gladly accept a little bit of extra noise over lack of speed or lack of torque. So this is actually a great little servo. I'll post a video. I'll make another little clip. It'll be attached to the end of this video of this servo in my RC10T, because I have used this at the track and I have tested it, and I have no complaints. So without further ado, okay, so this is the Solar D770 in my RC10T, and you can hear it clicking away. That's without touching the steering wheel or putting any load on the tires. Now if I put some load on the tires, you can hear it start buzzing, trying to compensate. Now I can assure you that, see this much motion in the wheel, that's not because of the servo, that's because of how much play is in my suspension. In fact, you can't even hear it start to kick in trying to compensate until it moves quite a bit. Alright, well, I just want to show you how fast this thing is, even with these big tires on it. Very quick, very smooth, loud, but smooth. And a lot of people have commented on how good these servos are at centering, and I'm mostly impressed with how quickly it snaps back to the center. It's a very fast servo. Anyway, I'm pretty impressed with this thing. I took it to the track and it had no problem moving this car around the track. And this would be great in any 1/10 scale buggy or truck. And I think it'd be fine in a lighter 1/8 scale buggy as well. So there you have it. That's $17.95 on hobbyparts.com.